Why is it that MIM and BRS is not in an alliance, pre-poll alliance? Because you have been saying you want to see him as the chief minister again. So why not form an alliance?
No, I don't think so. That we don't require their support to win our seat. Wherever you have a regional party, the two national parties do not use the Muslim minorities, Dalits and Adivasis to only further their political ambitions or attain their political objectives. Wherever there is only Congress and BJP, it is the BJP who benefits a lot. If the Prime Minister is worried about MIM party, if a person who does Bharat Jodo and comes and says that no, MIM is part of this or that group, this group, people say yes, our party is more important now. When Mr. Rahul Gandhi comes to Hyderabad and says that the doors of their so-called alliance are closed for me and KCR, I'm not going to die.
On campaign trail with Hyderabad's most prominent face, perhaps Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi, who is the Hyderabad MP and AIMIM chief. We managed to track him down after chasing him for almost a week. Thank you for speaking to us, sir. What's it looking like?
Well, every election, one will have to work very hard. And I am of the opinion that the electioneering in India has changed as compared to what it was, say, 15 years ago. So those parties and those candidates who are accessible to the electorate of that constituency throughout the tenure of 4 years, 5 years, and they meet them, they solve their problems, who are amidst them, that in itself really helps them come election time. So this is where you can beat this, what some psephologists call anti-incumbency and all these things. Those political parties and those candidates who believe that in last 28, 30 days we can do wonders, whether by this whole problem which we have nowadays of excessive use of money. So electioneering.
Which parties are you talking about?
No, there are many parties. I don't name any of them, but electioneering has changed in India. And with the advent of social media, life has become easy and life has become very difficult as well for politicians.
Right.
So I think so in that way, we have been ready for a long time. And of course, campaigning is a must. And the best way of campaigning in urban areas is to do a padyatra.
Yeah.
And then in the evenings, we hold public meetings. So yes, it is going, so far it is going good. Another 15-20 days. So hopefully we'll increase the tempo and the campaign more.
You were in Rajasthan a couple of days ago. You're expanding the footprint of your party, and rightly so. Everybody is ambitious. But why is it in Telangana you do not go beyond 9, 10, 12 seats at max?
One must remember that in Rajasthan you have 200 assembly seats. In Uttar Pradesh, you had 400 odd seats. Maharashtra, again, more than 200 odd seats. Bihar is the same 200 odd seats. So out of 119, we are contesting 9. So people forget the numbers which are there. And moreover, we are established over here. And our work speaks a lot about what we have done. So last time we had contested around about 8 seats only. This time it is 9. So it is not that we are not contesting. In fact, in many parts of Telangana, like for example in Nizamabad, we have a deputy mayor, 16 corporators. In a place called Bhaisa, we have a chairman for more than 20-25 years. We have a presence in Karimnagar, in Adilabad, Medak, Sangareddy, Zahirabad, Vikharabad. So our political presence in the form of municipal corporators is there. So yes, there was a discussion in our party that why don't we go and contest. So we did discuss a lot, but in the end, the final conclusion was that we'll stick to the 9 assembly seats, and in the rest of the area we will request the electorate of Telangana to give KCR a third time opportunity to serve them and become the CM of Telangana.
Right. It's interesting you mentioned that. Why is it that MIM and BRS is not in an alliance, pre-poll alliance? Because you have been saying you want to see him as the chief minister again. So why not form an alliance?
No, I don't think so. That we don't require their support to win our seats.
Repeat that as well.
Yeah, I mean, you see, usually alliances are done, which will help both the parties who are coming into alliance or whatever parties come into. But we feel that we are strong enough on the ground to win on our own strength, and then we feel that a regional party is a must in today's Indian polity, because wherever you have a regional party, the two national parties do not use the Muslim minorities, Dalits and Adivasis to only further their political ambitions or attain their political objectives. So I feel that a regional party, a third player, is very much important to have a political balance, wherein these communities have very important role. Otherwise, wherever there are two national parties, it is, and especially this point people don't remember, wherever there is only Congress and BJP, it is the BJP who benefits a lot. You can say Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh, Akhilesh has to take the blame himself. But
What about Rajasthan? But Congress is doing well in Rajasthan.
No.
Madhya Pradesh, they had one last time.
no, Rajasthan, you have Hanuman Beniwal over there. You had BSP party winning some MLA seats. Later on, they were not with BSP, but there in Rajasthan itself, I'm telling you, there's a huge scope of other parties apart from the two national parties winning the seats. Things are changing. People have realized that there is a more importance to the voter, to the electorate, if you have a third political player in the field.
Before I move on to national issues, I want to ask you, do you think that the Telangana sentiment is still a factor in these elections? Because it's been almost 10 years now since the formation of the state.
Well, it's a new state. 10 years is not a long time. And the Telangana sentiment will always remain. And people, I don't know why people say that after 10 years will that remain. It is very relevant now, because of in last 9.5 years, what development has taken place in Telangana in terms of solving the drinking water problem, in terms of getting Mission Bhagirath, Kaleshwaram, which has irrigated lakhs and lakhs of acres of land. And the electricity problem has been solved. Hyderabad, we get water. And in fact, the water is free over here. So, all in all, it is because of that Telangana sentiment, the government, remembers that and keeps on doing things. So it is still relevant on the ground, and that is why KCR is very important for Telangana people.
Yesterday, we caught up with Mr. KTR, and he said that when we asked him about your relationship with the party, he said, you were with the Congress before, then you were with the TDP, so you tend to ally or be friendly with any party that is in power. How do you respond to that?
Well, you see, I don't accept what he is saying, because that means that we are winning because of that party coming into power. That has not been the case. That is why I told you in reply to your earlier question that we have our own strength. We have our own people who shower love and affection on us, and we win irrespective of which party comes in power. Maybe he must have said in the context of why is it that I am being targeted.
Not really.
I don't know. Anyway, but I don't accept what he has said. But we win elections. In fact, in GHMC, the TRS fought against us, the BJP fought against us. We still went on to win the 44 municipal seats which we have. And please also remember that we opposed the Congress party from 2012. We left the UPA. We left them 2 years before. We won, they lost. So there is more substance in what I'm saying.
Right. I'm not going to ask you whose B team you are. I'm sure you're tired of all the anchors asking you, are you BJP's B team, Congress's B team, and all that. But does it get frustrating having to defend the very existence of your party? Why should it be a bipolar contest where you have to either ally with BJP or Congress?
The more they say these things, the more people realize the importance of what MIM is.
How's that?
Because then they feel that if the Prime Minister comes to Hyderabad and starts showering whatever he has said about MIM party, then people feel, yes, what they are doing is right. You know, if the Prime Minister is worried about MIM party, if a person who does Bharat Jodo and comes and says that no, MIM is part of this or that group, this group, people say, yes, our party is more important now. It is more relevant now. So I don't need to defend my party's stance, my party's political position on where we contest, where we don't contest. But the fact that it is forcing the Prime Minister and the Congress leaders to talk about us, to criticize us, I feel that we have hit the arrow where it hurts.
You have been speaking against BJP's communal politics for a long time. So, if it means keeping them in check and out of power, would you consider allying with Congress and a whole lot of other regional parties? Would you consider joining India?
Yeah, but why isn't credit given to MIM party in Telangana
Credit for?
for ensuring BJP does not becomes a great political force
Sure, but what about across the country?
across the country? That is, you don't have a third player.
Okay.
Wherever there is a third player, there are lesser chances of BJP either becoming politically very powerful or coming into power. But here you have what they had one in 2018, then subsequently after two by-elections they had another two. That in itself is a huge thing. Now, wherever is possible, we are opposing BJP. But please remember that when the so-called INDIA Indie Alliance or whatever it is called, they criticize BJP for buying away MLAs of Shiv Sena and the NCP. What about buying my MLAs in Bihar? How is it that is bad and this is good? You see, this is the hypocrisy of these Indie Alliance parties, that you buy away my 4 MLAs of Bihar. And then when the same thing happens in Maharashtra or in Karnataka, you assume that skies have fallen on you, but here you say, oh no, this is a good thing which has happened. So this is what it is. People have realized that there is not much difference between this alliance and what BJP is doing right now.
So, you'll not consider joining India at any cost? Have you been asked to? Did they reach out to you?
You see, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi comes to Hyderabad and says that the doors of their so-called alliance are closed for me and KCR, I'm not going to die if doors are closed. You see, you must be seeing wherever I go, people open their doors and shower their love and affection on me. That door is important to me rather than these national parties' door. And most important, the door of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always open till I die. So why should I worry about these mere mortals? So when you make this arrogant statements, you say, okay, fine, good luck to you. What can I say?
So what do you think of what's happening in Parliament? Maha MRA episode, Danish Ali, there is absolutely no progress in that committee. Ramesh Biduri did not appear, but nothing has been done. Whereas Maha MRA will probably be expelled from Parliament. How do you see this?
Well, the MP who abused another MP, and this MP who had abused Danish Ali happens to be from the ruling party BJP. Of course, he should also be taken to task, because if he has definitely done a wrong thing, which people have seen that video, audio, his way of abusing Danish Ali, he should be taken to task. But it is for the ruling party to show that they are fair and not biased. towards one individual, and they're trying to protect their own MP who's also as culpable and who did he's in breach of parliament privilege. You cannot stand up and abuse another MP. You can criticize him, but how can you abuse them? So it is for the ruling party to show that the law is equal for everyone.
Last question. India Alliance has boycotted a few channels, calling them Godi channel and calling them unbiased. Now I want to ask you, many of these channels go after you day after day, week after week, but you tend to kind of appear on their channels. What compels you to do that?
No. See, you also had appear. You also had used.
We've never.
Listen to me. You also had worked with other channels. Did I say no to you?
No.
I told you. I can say now. So I don't agree. I did not agree with what your people were saying in the studio.
Yeah.
But I still said yes. Fantastic. I'll speak to you.
Yeah. But you appear on the same anchor's show.
No. So.
Those who spread hate, those who target you personally, sir.
So I am against this boycott.
Yeah.
The reason I'm against that, you have given too much importance to those anchors.
Right.
So by giving them that much importance, you have increased their weight in their own channels, and that should not have been done. You could easily say that like if you're invited, who's the anchor? Can you please ensure that you have this anchor so that we can have a proper debate?
Right.
But this whole boycott thing has added some weight to those anchors who I believe are not really good. I'm telling you, are not really good in the job they do. But you have made them, you have added them more weight to them. So anyway, that is what they do. But they say we'll boycott, and their own chief ministers are appearing over there in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah.
So it is very difficult in this day and age when every news channel is after you. So you should be discreet enough to understand how it works, and then later on you decide.
Right. I'm going to let you get back to
Thank you.
campaigning. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Thank you.
News Laundry,
The News Minute.
News Laundry
The News Minute, News Laundry and The News Minute
are coming together.
साथ आ रहे हैं 5 states, 2 independent media organizations and 1 team.
So log on to newslaundry.com,
Contribute to the News Minute and News Laundry Election Fund.
Joint Election Fund.
TNM, NL,
Joint Election Fund.
तो हमारा सहयोग करें.
Contribute now.
Because we are stronger together.
क्योंकि साथ साथ मिलकर ही हम सब मजबूत होंगे.
क्योंकि सागे आपा मजबूत रसा.
Kalisi untene balanga untam.
we're stronger together.
And we're even stronger with you.